More bad news for Democrats in Pennsylvania as a Democrat-appointed Philadelphia city treasurer who claimed that he was descended from Harriet Tubman was arrested by FBI agents last Friday on charges including fraudulently obtaining American citizenship and stealing $15,000 in a bank embezzlement scheme. This news could be even more interesting given some of the other recent arrests we've already been following on this channel. As this article from late last year points out, just between 2017 and the end of 2019, 60 public officials were arrested by Pennsylvania's Attorney General. Philadelphia City Treasurer Christian Dunbar was originally from Liberia and is also reportedly a descendant of Harriet Tubman. Dunbar was fired from his position as Philadelphia City Treasurer just after he was arrested by FBI agents on Friday morning. The Liberian-born official was appointed by Democrat Mayor Jim Kenney last year after spending years as a top financial advisor at Wells Fargo. According to prosecutors, Dunbar and his Senegal-born wife each entered into sham marriages with American citizens to obtain green cards and eventually American citizenship for themselves and their family. In December of 2006, Dunbar and his wife each married American citizens in separate ceremonies. The two individuals who married Dunbar and his wife were classmates of theirs at Temple University, and the officiant of the marriages was a Temple University professor. Prosecutors allege Dunbar applied for a green card in February of 2012. Months later, in October, he was granted a green card by United States Citizenship and Immigration before applying to become an American citizen in 2015. They say that Dunbar and his wife married each other in her native country of Senegal in June of 2013, while Dunbar was still legally married to an American citizen in the U.S. Dunbar and his wife are listed as the married parents of their child born in 2014. Then in January of 2016, Dunbar was able to secure American citizenship. 2 months later, Dunbar filed for divorce with the American citizen he originally married in 2006. They continue explaining how before becoming Philadelphia City Treasurer, Dunbar allegedly stole $15,000 from two of his Wells Fargo clients by embezzling the money into his own personal bank account in December of 2015 and January of 2016. Prosecutors say that Dunbar got both clients to sign documents, including blank withdrawal slips that he later used to withdraw cash from their bank accounts in order to redirect the money into his account. Dunbar faces up to 45 years in federal prison and $1.5 million in fines if convicted. Another report on this case from CBS Philadelphia adds that U.S. Attorney William McSwain also charged Dunbar with other crimes that he says began with his time as a student and football player at Temple University. During a Friday press conference, McSwain said, quote, "The alleged conduct that is outlined in this case reveals a pattern of dishonesty, poor judgment, and criminal behavior that spans many years." Over the last 4 years as treasurer, McSwain says, Dunbar was responsible for managing the city's debt obligations, bank accounts, including its operation account, capital account, and petty cash accounts in various departments, paying the city's bills, and managing cash reserves. Finally, they remind us here that Dunbar's maternal grandfather, William Tubman, served as president of Liberia for 27 years. Dunbar is also a descendant of American abolitionist Harriet Tubman. Philadelphia Inquirer, with just a few more details, they say that McSwain laid out the accusations against Dunbar at a news conference outside the federal courthouse in Philadelphia, just blocks away from Dunbar's City Hall office, from which he oversaw the city's $4 billion investment portfolio and managed city bank accounts, debt obligations, and the issuance of municipal bonds. A spokesperson for Philadelphia's Democrat mayor, Jim Kenney, said that the city was not aware of the investigation at Wells Fargo when it offered Dunbar a job as a deputy treasurer in 2016. When confronted by the bank that year, Dunbar denied stealing anything, though prosecutors said Wells Fargo investigators substantiated the claims. Dunbar remained in custody on Friday evening pending his first hearing this week. It was not clear from court records whether he had retained an attorney. Same article here adds that news of his arrest triggered a swift downfall for a man who had escaped political turmoil and civil war in Liberia, only to be named one of Philadelphia's top financial officers and chairman of the board of a federally backed advisory firm aimed at increasing U.S. investment in Africa. Once again, the charges against Dunbar are especially interesting given just how many public officials have recently been arrested by Pennsylvania's Attorney General. Philadelphia Inquirer adds that Dunbar's arrest makes him the second city treasurer to face federal criminal charges in recent years. Corey Kemp, who held the post under former Mayor John F. Street, went to prison for accepting bribes from a lawyer seeking business with the city. Finally, they add that 2 city offices have launched their own probes into Dunbar's employment as treasurer. Meanwhile, City Controller Rebecca Reinhart has previously initiated a separate review into, quote, financial matters unrelated to the federal investigation, said a source familiar with that investigation who was not authorized to publicly discuss it. Please leave a comment and tell me what you think about this latest update. If you could give this video a thumbs up, remember to click the like button, that's greatly appreciated, and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone who has been sharing these videos and sharing the channel with others to help get the info out there. And thank you very much, everybody who has supported the channel with your donations over at Patreon or PayPal. Even just a few dollars makes a huge difference and helps me keep talking about these issues. Patreon.com/realityreader or paypal.me/realityreader. You can find either link down in the video description where you can support this channel directly. I will follow up soon. Thanks again.